We don't have an intro to this podcast. Maybe we'll have one later. And we're back. Hello, this is the Film Crew podcast. My name is Quan,
And I'm Casper.
and it is currently Christmas, December 25th, 2021. Yeah, it's fucking Christmas. Oh, okay, whatever. Uh,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Winter, everything's. Yeah, this is a Christmas podcast, and that is going to be the intro. All right, let's get into it.
Really quick with the topic Christmas. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, it is. 100%. Seriously, because everyone memes on it, and there's like half the people either meme on it or half the people genuinely believe it, and it's one of those things where I feel like there are some requirements to Christmas movies that Die Hard actually covers. It's Christmas, there's family, and that's it. That's the two things, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I agree that it is a Christmas movie. A very subtle Christmas movie, but
Right.
still a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I just finished watching the series Hawkeye
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
Disney
yeah.
Plus, and they set that during Christmas, and so I guess technically that's a Christmas show series.
At
And
least, at least for the episode, right? Or is it all set in like?
it's set up during the week of Christmas. So I think
Okay.
like the last episode lands on Christmas Day. Um, what else did I end up watching? Spider-Man. That's big news.
Oh, that
Spider-Man No
is.
Way Home. Um, did you get a chance to watch it?
I didn't. I got. Okay, here's the thing. We talk about Marvel a lot. I kind of got into DC. DC's like my
Okay,
my big thing now. At least
right
until
on.
I get bored of it, and then I'll switch back to Marvel. But I didn't really go out that much. And I don't have a Disney Plus subscription anymore because it's like super expensive and I don't really use it anymore.
Yeah.
So no Spider Man. I heard it was also. Is it also set in Christmas? Unless the fucking ad was lying to me. And I I don't know. I just remembered
Damn.
like,
I don't think it is.
okay, well, the ad was lying to me. I've been seeing a lot of trailers about Spider Man, so yeah, that's I guess that's great.
Yeah. So it's a really good movie. It's a really good Spider-Man movie. Um, I don't think it's the best Spider-Man movie. I still think Into the Spider-Verse still holds that title.
They
But as a non-animated film or non-animated Spider-Man film, uh, it's pretty up there. I
are
don't think anything beats Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
oh yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, this one's like kind of close to that level, but overall really good movie, and it's it's worth watching.
Did they bring
It
back
uh
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield for this?
I can't say that yet.
Oh,
We'll give it
oh.
some time. Spoilers. I guess some big news about that movie is that they're gonna try and push it for a Best Picture Oscar nomination.
Okay.
Which, I mean, we haven't really seen that since The Dark Knight, maybe,
Yeah.
for a comic book movie. So, I mean, it's good, but I don't know if it's that good.
I mean, Marvel and Disney have been like really known to like bring the production value a lot. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that as a Disney stockholder myself. I'm just saying like usually it's really high quality in production and film related thingies.
Yeah. What else is there? Oh, we got a trailer for The Northman.
The Northman.
Uh, yeah. So it stars Alexander Skarsgård. He played Tarzan in the live action Tarzan movie.
Not
Brother of Bill Skarsgård for who played Pennywise in
okay.
the newer It movies.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think. I think he was in that HBO show or Showtime show called True Blood, which had to do with like werewolves or something. But
Yeah.
anyways, it stars Alexander Skarsgård, and it
Yep.
looks like it's set during like when the Vikings um were around.
Yeah.
I got kind of like some Conan the Barbarian feel to
Okay.
it. So in the trailer, it looks like his dad is killed and his mom is taken, and he grows up like far away from his home, and he
That
just comes all freaking buff and whatnot, and just killing everybody and trying to get revenge.
that kind of reminds
That's what I got from the trailer.
that that reminds me kind of it's not Viking the show, it's the other show. I don't remember where he's a Englishman who gets taken as a child or so English child and then he becomes a Viking. It's with I can't remember. It's a Netflix show. I think it has like four seasons and then they kind of stopped and did other stuff. Is it called Viking? No, I don't. It doesn't follow Ragnar. It follows the other guy. God, I wish I could
I'm
remember
not
it.
sure,
I really wish I could remember
but
it. Yeah, keep
yeah, you
talking.
got a pretty all-star cast. It looks like a good story. Like I said, it kind of has that Conan the Barbarian type story where he just seeks revenge. So looks pretty cool. The one I'm really looking forward to, I think it was released today actually on Christmas, was The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Oh yeah. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it stars Denzel Washington as the title role, and man, I don't know. It's like something about the production A24 and their films. Like their their films are really like you could tell they're not a big production film,
Yeah,
but their stories are just really good and their acting is like top notch.
it,
Um, Go ahead.
it's the Macbeth story though. It's another adaptation, right?
Yeah, written
Okay.
by Joel Cohen for the screen.
Okay. That's exciting. I remember a lot of Macbeth like shows or like not shows, fucking movies adaptations coming out like back in the day, and they kind of stopped doing that. Like, I don't know why because you could like adapt Shakespeare's work for like literally for millennia, forever.
Yeah, I mean, for example, in the '90s we got
But
Romeo plus Juliet with DiCaprio,
yeah,
and we saw how like it's a really good film, but it's a different take. Which I mean, I feel like if people really enjoy um, Shakespeare, it's really different
yeah.
because I mean, just like a quick example, like instead of them carrying swords, they're carrying guns.
Okay,
So
modern.
yeah, so it's a it's a good movie. It follows the story really well. It's just a little, it's just different.
Okay.
Um, other than that, I mean, yeah, I can't remember a more recent Shakespeare adaptation for
Yeah.
film in the more recent years.
I I I
So
I remember back in high school we was it Hamlet or Macbeth we watched. It was it had I can't remember any of these names. I think it was Macbeth. No, it was what the
I
fuck am
think
I
you're
do?
right. I think it was Macbeth.
It was in the Cold War, right? Except in this Cold War they were actually fighting and then people died because it's Macbeth, of course. Uh but I God, I don't remember any of these names. It it was cool. That's all I have to say. You gotta keep talking. I'm still trying to figure out what this Viking show is.
Get any cool gifts?
No, we didn't really do Christmas. Um, yeah, I this was the first time that I realized that it was because usually I'm like super excited about Christmas, and this is like the first time
Yeah.
like I was kind of over it. It's because I didn't really go out, so that kind of sucks. Makes me feel like an adult. That sad, always sad. I did play. Apparently, there was a PS1 game of how the Grinch stole Christmas. So that was
Oh,
fucking kind of cool. That was like the only Christmas related thing I did in the past month. It sucked. It didn't suck. Okay, I that's bad. It didn't suck. It just it was okay. For nostalgia
right.
value, it was pretty good. What did you get for Christmas?
I got
Anything
a few
fun?
things. I got this little Pennywise thing that I'm trying to hang on to my
And
headphones.
oh, okay. Damn, that's pretty
He
big.
just looks like he's hanging. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
If you're listening to this
Um,
on Spotify, it's about the size of like an average thumb. Yeah.
yeah, but some. I'm just trying to hang that on right now.
I'm still.
Um, yeah, I got a couple things like for camping and stuff. So
Oh, in other news, speaking of what was it, the Northman? I finally figured it out. It's called The Last Kingdom. God, that was fucking annoying. All right,
the
that was
Last
it.
Kingdom. I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever heard that one. About that one.
yeah. It's not that big of a show. I think the Northman came out right around the time, and no, not the Northman. It was the Vikings came out right around the same time, and everyone kind of anyone who wanted to see like Vikings, like I guess they migrated
Would
over
prefer
to
that show.
yeah. Uh, but Norseman, I thought you were gonna talk about the Kingsman for a second, but that was also a movie that kind of released on the 22nd, right?
Yeah, it's already out, and I haven't looked up any reviews because I'm looking forward to that movie, and I
Yeah.
really want to try and watch it. Oh, that's the best. Let's check it out. So
Uh,
I'm going to
I remember
my favorite source, IMDb.
yeah, only source. I somehow for some reason I looked up some ratings on the 20th, and Rotten Tomato actually released some customer, like not customer, fucking the average viewer ratings. There were like
Huh?
three of them, and it was like on the 20th. I was like, how the fuck did you fucking watch what? Nonsense, Rotten Tomatoes, come on. We couldn't watch The Kingsman on the 20th because it came out on the 22nd, unless people kind of watched it and what? It baffles me. Rotten Tomatoes really sucks.
Really quick before I forget. Uh, for like, have you seen the other two films of the Kingsman,
No, I haven't.
the Secret Service, and I don't know what the other one called, the Golden Circle or something.
No, I haven't.
Um, they're really good action movies. The first one is definitely better than the second one,
Right.
and this one's actually going to be a prequel about the first Kingsman. Kingsman, and
Okay.
yeah, I just feel like you gotta kind of turn off your brain and just have
It's one of
fun with the
those
movie.
games, or one of those shows, or
Yeah,
one
so
of those movies. I went through
so
all
look,
three.
I mean, based off of the trailer, they're fighting Rasputin.
Oh
So
yeah.
and it looks a pretty interesting fight. So the director is actually Matthew Vaughn, and he's done a few things. I mean, he did the first Kingsman, but he also did Kick Ass, and I think he was on an interview not too long ago, talking about Kick Ass and that how he wants to do a whole reboot,
Oh, that's
which I don't know if it's. I mean, 2010.
yeah.
It's been 10 years, over 10 years.
It was a pretty good
I like
movie.
those films, but I don't know.
It's one of
Like,
those things where it's a cult classic, right? A lot of people, because I remember it being like big for like the time that it was released, and then people stopped talking about it. Um,
yeah, and then the second film didn't really help either.
yeah,
So, I guess, I mean, why not?
yeah. Sure. Speaking of, if we're gonna talk about reboots, it's not really a reboot, but it's also definitely something that came out that I realized came out like today. Matrix Resurrection or Matrix 4. That
Yeah,
I
which I had 15 minutes
and then you got bored of it.
with it, and yeah, it got a little. One, it got confusing. If you haven't seen the other three, you have to watch all three films to
Right.
watch this one for sure, because you got to understand the story. From what I understood, is that Neo is back in that fake reality,
Okay.
and they have him believing that like all three films
Yeah.
are a video game he invented.
Wow. Okay. That's
So they show a lot of. So the problem I had was it was 70%, no, 60% new movie and
40% old
40% showing clips
video
of
game.
the old movie.
Okay.
Which, I mean, if you're gonna do that, then might as well do a whole like thing at the beginning, at least for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes, and then just show really quick what happened in the other three
Yeah.
films. But for what I saw, there was a lot of scenes inserted throughout. So like he'll be thinking, and it'll be a scene where he's talking to um in the first movie when he's talking to Agent Smith,
Yeah.
and then his mouth starts closing up, and then
Okay.
that happens in this movie to another character.
That's
So it's
kind
like
of
things like that.
that sucks. That's kind of honestly that's kind of lazy, isn't it? Especially for a movie that didn't have to come out cuz Matrix 3 it wasn't that good, but it had a satisfying ending, kind of ambiguous, but it was like one of those things
Yeah,
where Matrix 4 didn't need to come out, or sorry, Matrix Resurrection, this fucking title again. That's super
I feel
lazy.
like after the first film, it kind of has been a letdown.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I wasn't too excited about the second or third movie, so I'm definitely wasn't excited about this one. And I might be biased because I don't really enjoy the Matrix movies after the first one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys just gotta check it out for yourself. If you guys are big fans of the Matrix, then I'm pretty
Oh,
sure you'll
not.
like it.
Is it one of those things where they is I feel like it's one of those things where if they liked Matrix, they shouldn't watch Matrix 4 from what you're saying. Or sorry, Matrix Resurrection.
Maybe. Um, yeah, I probably have to finish the movie to see if there is any like closure.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like you said, three already gave us, so there was really no need for this movie. But yeah, I guess we just gotta wait and see. Give it another chance, maybe.
I I only know about these trailers because I keep getting the fucking ads for it. I can't wait for it to stop. So
Oh, we were
it's
actually
awesome.
talking about that on YouTube. How YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts is like such a good time killer. If you guys don't know about it, it's like I think what the longest you can have it at. I mean, a video is like a minute on there.
Yeah. And it's
So
great. I don't want to
go
talk.
ahead.
I don't want to talk shit about ads, but if you don't want to watch ads, that's a big help. Especially, oh my fucking god, because these ads are getting fucking atrocious as shit. Honestly, 'cause I'm getting so many like scam ads of people saying, "Hey, you should buy into my course and you'll get 20%, 1,000% return of $5,000," and it's like in 2 days. And all these scam people are saying, "Hey, don't listen to this person. This person is a scam. You should buy into my course because I'm not a scam." And it keeps going round and round, and people are falling for it. It's just fucking annoying as fuck. You know what else
How many?
sucks? The fucking mobile ads. Have you seen those mobile ads where you're like,
Yeah,
they're
like for
fucking,
games and stuff.
yeah, they're fucking brain these brain dead people thinking, hey, bring this fucking level 3 person into this level 5 monster. That sure as hell is gonna work. Oh no, because 5 is bigger than 3 and you're gonna lose. Hey, you should buy our games because we suck at our own games because we don't know if 5 is bigger than 3. What is this? And it's going, everyone's doing it. I don't know why. What is this? What? It's nonsense. It sucks.
Do we get have ads on our video?
No, we have to make we have to have enough views and subscribers, unless
Oh,
we get copyright claimed, in which case the ad money is gonna go to the person or the company that copyright claimed. Speaking of which, yeah, kind of like last couple weeks ago, I talked about fucking how oh god damn it, Dragon Ball Z, who Toei Animations. I have no idea why I said. Um, Toei Animations fucking, I guess, copyright claimed Holy Not Mark, a YouTuber that covers One Piece and Dragon Ball Z, and he got copyright claimed to shit. And it's one of those things where it's against fair use. Everyone knows it. But I guess they didn't care, or it's because their copyright fucking laws are different in Japan. But it sucks because I think he just said fuck it, I don't care anymore, and he said, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this shit, which is strange because most, like, I guess people, most of the people that watch his content are from like the West, like America and Europe, and
right.
they're about to, I guess, release a Dragon Ball Z movie in 2022 Uh, so that's
Which I mean,
gonna kind of affect everything.
we we got Dragon Ball Z. What was it called? Dragon Ball Z Evolution or something like that.
Yeah,
Like a while ago, and we saw how that went.
yeah.
I think we're. What are we getting? I still don't understand what we're getting on Netflix for Avatar.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a live action or if it's a like a different animation style film.
Um,
But yeah, I think they're rebooting Avatar, or not rebooting, but they're making it into a film. And that's another film that kind of failed. So
yeah.
I don't know. I have to do more research on that one.
I don't think live animations are that good, or not live animations. One with live action movies of animations are that good. 'Cause have you watched Cowboy Bebop?
No, I heard what it was a series, right, on Netflix,
Yeah,
and I heard that it did horrible.
yeah.
They canceled that like after the first season, like days after it was released or something.
Yeah. I guess people liked it, except it was like super ass goofy. Like you
Hmm.
picture a live an actual person talking like this, and they just do these eccentric movements like in anime where they're just like, oh my god, this is horrible. What are we gonna do? This kind of sucks. We need to go help him. Oh no. Nobody talks like that in real life. Nobody waves their hands around doing punching the air. And I think the main reason why people didn't like it is it just doesn't work as a live action. Because other than that, I think they were pretty faithful towards
I mean, for
material.
I don't really know too much about that show or the anime or the comics. But what is it?
I haven't watched it in a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched it back when I was really into anime. It's detective. It's kind of like uh what's it's detective slash what's the what steampunk, is that the right word? It's kind of like steampunkish
Okay,
setting. It's all right. I
seems
didn't really get into
seems
it.
interesting.
All all I know is like I guess they brought in like original like the soundtrack, the original person who made the soundtrack for the anime. They brought them in to make the live action, and they tried really hard to fit the settings to the live action as well, and just didn't work out. It's not that it's bad, it's failed.
Oh, it's the main star is Harold from
Harold.
Harold and Kumar.
Oh yeah.
I just saw that right now.
Yeah, they went to White Castle. That was pretty cool. And
Oh,
Quantum
Oh,
Underground.
that's right. He played Sulu in the Star Trek films.
Yeah.
Like the what did they make? Two? Three of them? For
The
those
next
films?
generation, right? No, or not next generation, the new
I
generation.
think it's just Star Trek Into Darkness, and I think there might be a third one. I don't know.
So it's they were trying. That's the thing. They were trying. It's just didn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, there's just some things that don't work live action versus, I mean, anime.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just looked it up, and Avatar is gonna be remade into a live action series. So kind of like what they did with Cowboy Bebop. So
Was it Netflix?
it's gonna be Netflix as well.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be Netflix.
you're trying too hard. I think
It just goes back into that circle where Hollywood is running out of ideas and just rehashing things. So we talked about it in a previous episode, so we won't get too much into it.
that's
Um,
unfortunate.
yeah. What else was there any other news out there?
Not that I know of. I think what's coming out on December 31st? Fucking, I'm sure there was, and I talked about it because I was like, oh, it should have came out like during Halloween. It was Scream, right? Scream's coming out in at the end of the month, and I don't know if it's the end of this month or beginning of January, but that's also coming out. I know absolutely nothing about it because I'm tired of the shit of because I feel like it was another bullshit ass title. That's all I remember. I just remembered seeing Scream into the multiverse, and I was so tired of all these titles. These titles really suck.
There was there was a more recent poster release for Scream, and it it said something like, well, on the poster itself it said something like the killer is on this poster, and it has like every character that's in the movie.
Oh, that's fun. Nice spoiler. They spoiled the movie. Oh, I don't have to watch it anymore. That's great.
There's a lot of films uh being released
It's
just like the first quarter of next year.
I guess stay tuned for that. A lot of a lot of independent films too, right? Like
Yeah.
Sundance
So
related.
we're pretty much rounding up the first quarter with, I think, the biggest movie of next year, which is The Batman.
Oh, new Batman.
Yeah, March 4th, that one will be released. Um, Other than that, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of films, but there's none really that are exciting. Jackass
That's
Forever,
yeah.
February 4th. Can't believe that got pushed.
Wait, what was
Really
it?
looking forward to that one. Jackass Forever.
Oh yeah. That's unfortunate too. But yeah, is it sucks. That's all there is to it. Cause I just realized it's not even Hollywood anymore. Or sorry, cause we were talking about Hollywood being really shitty with their movies, but not really, but also kind of. Triple A games are doing that as well. I feel like people are giving people like Hollywood the benefit of the doubt, just like they're doing with Telltale and Bethesda and EA. It's kind of like a meme where Hollywood like kind of like sucks up all the creativity until all you have is a whole that cares more about money than anything. But then you also have small independent creators who have fresh minds and they wanna show off their creativity, and eventually Hollywood's gonna pick them up and they're gonna suck them dry, and it's just going to be one big cycle. Cynical for end of the year.
So, speaking of end of the year, do we have another episode before the next year till 2021
We
is over?
We do not. Every
Kind of,
Saturday,
sort of.
yeah, kind of. The next
Depends on
Saturday
when
is
we
January
record.
1st. Yeah.
So I think we pretty much covered everything
Yeah.
for this episode. So if we don't do anything before the new year, Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
Once
Happy New
again,
Year.
this is our Christmas episode in a way. Not really, but kind of.
Yeah.
It
I ain't
just
gonna
lands
lie to
on
you.
Christmas, like
I
Die
could.
Hard.
Yeah. Oh. All I need is a Santa hat that doesn't fit my head anymore. Yeah. There we go.
We don't have anything here, so sorry.
I ain't gonna lie to you. We didn't really have a topic. We just
Yeah,
talked about whatever. Soft. Goofy. But that
but
is.
but yeah,
That's about
you wanna
it. Oh
close it
yes.
out?
We have. I don't remember how we do this. I have my own channel, Derry Quan and Quan is Gaming. Gaspar has his own channel, Gaspar underscore the underscore creature. You can find us on Instagram at Crew Film, or no, at Film Crew 7. Twitter at Crew Film, but don't follow us there because we don't post anything on there. You can find us on any podcast channel. Thank you so much for watching. I was about to do my own intro. Make sure to like if you like, subscribe if you're not. My name is Quan.
And once again, I'm Gasper.
We'll see you all next time.
We also don't have an outro either. We'll probably have one soon.